Welcome to the Great Plains Gravel Cup, powered by the SufferSooner podcast. If you're into riding gravel or just love a good challenge, you're in the right place. This is where we bring you all the gritty details from the world of gravel racing across Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. We'll be covering 6 premier events, including Flint Hills, Open Range, Mule Skinner, Rock Ridge, Solstice, and Pony Express. All gravel, all awesome. Each episode will bring you stories from the leaders, race directors, first-timers, and some truly epic moments from these events. So buckle up and join us as we explore the heart of the gravel world. One race at a time. All right, guys, welcome to the Great Plains Gravel Cup, powered by SufferSooner. We are joined with Sasha. She is one of the few, there are few, but there are a couple of them, single-speed women out there doing this Great Plains Gravel Cup. So she is the overall points leader right now. She's got in the points standings, she's first with 168 points, followed closely by Megan with 165, and then Tyla with 161.
Wow.
So it looks like I was looking at the numbers and I was like, wow, this is a closer race than I actually thought.
Didn't we look at this a few weeks ago and we were like, oh, it's a runaway? And now
yeah, I thought it was a runaway. And then now, but I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, you have won. I have looked at your times at the races that you have won, and you've definitely won by a couple of minutes over Megan, but it's not like she's not trying to give you a run for your money, right?
Right, that's for sure. First of all, thanks for having me on and giving single speed women a little spotlight time. So it's nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's definitely my closest competitor, and we are friendly about it. And I enjoy racing her and getting those opportunities. I remember at one of the races, I was like, "Hey, let's make this a race. Let's make it hard." And she's like, "Okay," and then we took off.
I think that's what's great about bike racing, that you get. I don't know if it's in any other sport, but like bike racing, like bike racers that are at the top of the leaderboard, they want to race the fastest people they can find, or like they always want to race. Like it's if we have a chance, we're gonna race.
Right.
If we're not just like. If it's just a group ride or a friendly ride, it's totally fine. But like racers want to race, and they want to race each other, which I think is awesome. I just don't find that in like running and triathlon. Everybody's racing. Triathlon, we kind of like do the thing of like you're racing basically yourself. Like your past self, and like it's not as the same as racing bike races.
That's why you guys are all a bunch of sociopaths. You just sit and talk to yourselves all the time.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, that's what you
have
to do.
We're not here to talk about that.
We're not here to talk about it. But yeah, no, I think that's great.
That's right. So are you and Megan, are you guys friends off the bike too? Do you know each other?
We just barely got to know each other this year. So, and it's been nice. It's reminiscent of old high school track days of meeting the same people from event to event. And so it's been really nice getting to know her. Taylor, I've known for a few years now. So it's good. It's good to have somebody else out there.
Yeah. Awesome. So how did you get into single speed? Were you just like, I'm not going to do gears? Or were you like riding a geared bike and then you're like, oh, wow, single speed, just one, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's a great question. So I actually began riding single speed because we went to Mid-South in 2020. They revealed the Storm Chaser.
Yeah.
And it was gold. I thought it was beautiful. And I said, I want that bike. And everyone around me, everyone that knew me in cycling was like, no, that's a single speed. I'm like, what? So what?
Yeah, right? It's a bike.
I like it. It's pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, sometimes you got to own the pretty bikes.
And did you ever know that something so pretty could cause so much pain?
Yeah.
Oh, right? For sure. I didn't. But it's still the most beautiful bike to me. So, but yeah, I got introduced to it at that event Mid-South. And then I didn't get it right away, actually. A friend sold it to me. And I have never stopped riding it since, really.
Nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, are you into the weeds like Gabe is with gearing and stuff, or do you just have a preferred gear and you just kind of roll with it?
Oh my gosh, no. I'm absolutely the complete opposite. I'm so glad you had him on first because he's very much number crunching, facts driven, stats, everything. And you know what? I just ride whatever works for me.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just trial and error, you know?
Okay. You're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I like that. That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that feels good,
that's
that
the
does it.
other.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other good thing about biking too, or cycling, is like you don't have to be the expert that can like work on everything and like know all these ratios and know all this stuff. You can
Right.
just go out there and ride.
I think we're onto something here because if I'm looking at the scoreboard right, you know, Gabe only has 164 points. Sasha has 168 points.
Yeah.
And so from, you know, as far as I'm concerned, that means that throw the data out the window. you
Right.
know. So I'm on Camp Sasha here.
Camp Sasha over here. Yeah, for sure.
Take it easy, relax.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Have some fun with it. That's right. I don't know if I have the right gear.
I don't know if I have the right stuff. Yeah. No, I know. I know a lot of people that are very, you know, they got to look at their rides right afterwards. They got to look at their power numbers. They got to look at all their data, and they got to, you know, they're really kind of picky over stuff. And like I have found myself, I used to be that way, and now when I ride bikes, I'm just like, everybody's like, well, how fast did you go? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Like,
It is speed
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah. So, but no, I think that's great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really switch around things a lot. So if I enjoy something like my gear ratio, I just leave it. I don't
Yeah.
switch
Okay.
it around from race to race. I used to do that, and then I'd forget to change it back, and then have a really hard day.
Yeah,
at the
right?
Next place, and
Yeah.
so it didn't
Okay.
take long for me to decide just to leave it alone.
So we're not on rapid fire yet. When was the last time you changed your gear ratio?
I mean,
Now
2
that's
years
a
ago.
rider right there.
2 years
Right.
ago.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Just like, yeah, I found this one that works. And, I haven't done anything else since.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Okay.
remind me, where are you from again?
Emporia.
Where's you're in
Yeah.
Emporia, and
I
so
was born here, raised here, and came back.
and it's not like around Emporia that, you know, I mean, yeah, I know there's some flat roads like right around town, but it doesn't take very long before you get into some of the hills out there. So to go that long and not change out gears, like that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
Makes you
Good
get
stuff.
better and better.
yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So, how do you go about training for this kind of stuff? Are you following a specific training plan, or are you just riding and just having fun with it, or you know, like how's your training look?
My training is whatever I decide to do that day.
Okay.
I told
Nice.
you I am not like facts driven person. I just fit in outdoor riding when I can. Not as often as I would like to.
Right.
I ride indoors most of the time, and you know, I don't have a prescribed coached out regimen. It's just whatever I feel like doing that day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if you're like, oh, I want to go hard today, I'm going to go hard. And then if you're like, oh, I feel like, you know, work and life and all that stuff, it's been a little stressful, I'm just going to spin out for a little bit. So,
Not really. Actually, I just do intervals all the time if I'm indoor riding.
Nice.
It's how long
like-
I would like
like-
to do it.
It's like you got
okay.
it all wrong. There is no
Nice.
easy time. It's just pain and suffering.
it's just pain.
Oh. the
you
time.
you s- yeah,
All the
you,
time.
you ride with me, you get the pain.
Yeah, you get the pain. I bring the pain.
Yeah.
So do you
funny
do-
Story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. So training for Unbound 200, I had to work the weekend. Everyone was doing a long training ride. And so I decided I would, instead of just riding by myself the following day, because everyone already rode the day before,
Right.
instead of riding by myself outdoors, which I'm not okay with that safety wise, I decided to do 4.5 hours of intervals inside. So That's how hard
If you can't see, if you can't see, my eyes are just huge now. 4.5 hours of intervals. Holy cow! Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you do these on like Zwift, or are you just staring at the wall?
I don't even know what to ask right
Yeah.
I do. I just have streaming workouts online that I do on
Okay.
like an indoor Peloton type bike.
Oh,
And
Okay,
so
yeah.
very simple. I live a very
So you're just
simple
like, I'm going to do the
life.
hour one, and then I'm going to do the next hour one, and then I'm going to do this
Just
one.
keep going. Just keep
Nice.
going.
Just keep going. Oh my
Nice.
gosh, that's awesome.
All right, now I got to ask this. So do you follow a fueling plan? Like, do you do all that stuff, or is like, don't tell me you don't follow a fueling plan. I'm gonna be freaking insane if you don't.
Yeah.
Fueling plan. I mean, I eat every half hour or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So I try to stay on that.
All right.
Okay, good.
Because I'm like, if you figured out how to do this without fueling, I need to know what the secret
Yeah,
is. I'm doing it all wrong.
I actually have. I do the tailwind in my bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bottles.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm sipping that all the time.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's kind of my regimen. And every 30 minutes, if you're riding with me, you might hear me say, snack time.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'll be your reminder.
I do that too.
I was like, that sounds like riding with Travis.
Yeah, I do that too.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, snacks. Usually my like Garmin computer goes off, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, snack time.
Yeah.
Snack time.
Yep.
Yeah. So do you do other sports, other activities outside of cycling then? Like, I'm just trying to get a sense of like, where do you get like the base training? Like, everybody is convinced you got to have base training, right? So
Right.
it's like, where do you get like other activities that supplement your fitness?
I lift when I'm not
Okay.
cycling. So
Nice.
if I had
Okay.
it my way, I would work out all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because
Nice.
I love the way it makes me feel. Those endorphins, I just love it. I love working out. It makes me feel good, happy.
Yeah.
But I do online streaming workouts, like I said. I kind of lead a little group that does that, and that's where I get my workouts from.
Awesome.
So it makes it very easy for me to be on a schedule every day doing something, whether it's like lifting, stretching, or cycling. I have a plan for that day.
Oh, that's great.
That is awesome. It's interesting. Go ahead.
No,
Go
well,
ahead.
before all of this, I actually was a runner. So
Okay.
as far as endurance, that's probably where it comes from. I was a long distance runner in high school, and just kind of kept my training up over my years in college.
So that makes sense. So your body's like, thankfully we're not running this far ever again.
I started running recently.
Yeah.
Because at an upcoming event, there is a run available, and it's a 1 mile beer run.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
I thought maybe I should do a little running before that. And
That's a
my
good
body
idea.
has been really upset about that. So
right.
I'm like, my everything hurts. I don't know what's going on.
I
like,
feel
this-
you.
this
That's
sounds-
exactly how every single run is for me.
Like, why do people do
Yeah,
this?
I'm like, I got done every single marathon I've ever done. Like my fingernail, like the nail beds hurt, my hair hurts, even though I don't have any. Like it's just like it all hurts. Like it's ridiculous. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
So we got to ask all the runners: have you ever had the runner's high?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah?
really?
Oh yeah. I've used to run half marathons. So not marathons
Okay.
like
Okay.
you, but I mean, I did that pushing a stroller few times.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some people pushing strollers running faster than me. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's some science behind that for sure.
For sure.
Those guys, whoever it is pushing the stroller, faster than I am. Yeah. So
It might be cheating.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, it could be. I don't know.
Well, I know there's not a motor in that thing.
Yeah. I know there's not a motor
Yeah.
in there. Right.
Treat it like a shopping cart. And just
Right. Jump on the back.
Jump on the back.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
good. So so you at the Flint Hills gravel. you came in first, right? How was that day? How did that day kind of play out?
Okay, Flint Hills gravel. Okay, I hadn't ridden my bike outside very much.
And then they're
I
like, "Hey, guess what? We're gonna have 40-mile-an-hour winds."
Right.
actually, I'm not afraid of the wind anymore. After
Okay,
last
good.
year's Flint Hills gravel,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
that's true. That
became
was
immune to
yeah,
all wind.
Yep.
yeah.
So I wasn't worried about that. I was actually feeling really positive with the tailwind section,
Okay.
and I was like literally screaming in the air, "Enjoy this moment!" to
Yeah,
everyone
because we
around
turn
me.
around and it's gonna be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was fun going out. Getting the tailwind, going fast, and then there was a section. Um, what is it? Is it the rollers, Pascagoula?
Yeah.
Yep.
What is that? 317? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't
Or
remember.
two something?
Too many roads this
K
year.
Highway?
Can't remember.
One of those.
Know what
Yeah.
you're talking
SUV.
about.
Yeah, I know exactly where we're talking about.
Yeah.
We went that way, and I had a friend that I was riding with that was also on a single speed, and I was like, okay, go ahead, but I don't think I have brakes right now.
Oh,
And we were
Oh,
getting
wow.
ready for that downhill,
Oh, no.
and I was like, sure enough, I don't have very good brakes right now for whatever reason they decided to give out.
Oh, no.
nice.
Yeah, so it was kind of scary, but I made it through. It was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And then did they come
Long
back, or
Hallway.
did you have to
Oh
get
no.
them serviced? Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't come back. I had to get them serviced.
Okay. So you're like, "Oh, yeah.
And I'm done.
And I'm done. I have no brakes." Well, I mean, I
Well, then
always
I
say
had
if
the
you're braking,
headwind, so it didn't matter.
yeah.
True.
If you're braking, you're slowing down. you know?
Yeah.
So that's good. So you're going into that headwind, and then are you with a group, or are you out there by yourself?
Nope, just myself.
Yeah.
Everybody was spread out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just me fighting the wind with myself. I actually was able to keep a higher speed than I thought I could do before. So I was feeling really good about that. And, you know, going into the headwind, I was like, okay, I guess I'll just keep grinding here and just make
Yeah.
it home, and grabbed some bacon and bourbon and kept going.
Nice.
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 Make
Yeah.
those small little goals. I'm going to reach
Yeah.
here, and then I'm going to reach the next place. And yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you got to do it.
I'm just trying to figure this out. So nutrition plan is tailwind, and then post race is bacon and bourbon.
Well, that's during the race.
Or during the race.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's a great.
When you're bucking the headwind, you got to
I know,
do
right?
bacon and bourbon. I think that I could get behind that.
Yeah, right. The more I listen, the more I'm convinced we're just doing this wrong.
Yeah,
guys.
I think we're just yeah. I think we're gonna have to sell our geared bikes and
Right.
just join this club.
I mean, it's like so far all the single speeders we talk to are like, yeah, it's just we have a lot of fun out there, bacon, bourbon, we do crazy things.
Yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with this?
Yeah,
So anyway,
and here we are like suffering.
yeah.
So
So I mean, because what you talk about with the headwind, I think we experienced that at open range a couple years back. We were down there, 40-mile-an-hour headwinds, just constant the whole way home, like for 50 miles or whatever it was, or 40
yeah,
miles back.
it was almost like 4 or 5 hours worth of headwind.
Right. So
Yeah, once you live through that, you're basically like,
You're immune.
there's not a headwind that you're going to be like, oh, I'm scared of it now.
Yeah, right.
You're
Yeah.
like, if it's less than 40 miles, you're like, psh, piece of cake.
right.
So, yeah, and you have the right mentality too. It just seems like, a lot of the single speeders, they have that mentality of just like, you just keep going. Just keep grinding it.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
So you mentioned, I just curious, you mentioned you do a lot of strength workouts. How would you say that helps your cycling? Like, I know it's obviously it helps, but like, do you really feel like you lean on that a lot? Do you feel like that's what really, lack of better words, powers your cycling? I mean, is it like, tell me about that. Tell me about the overlap between the fitness there and the gains you get from lifting so much.
So when we were at Solstice, it was very windy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people were getting tossed around and, knocked off, and especially in the crosswinds. And I have to say that I was fine. I felt my upper body engaged, but
Mm.
I never once got tossed. I
Yeah.
never um, felt out of control. And I think being able to stabilize everything really helps, and being able to sustain it that long.
Yeah.
And as far as the single speed, just on a normal day, powering through the uphills, especially when you're cresting that very, very top part, you have to dig deep into those muscle groups. And yeah,
Yeah.
I think it does help a lot. And I
It's
couldn't
one
do
of those
it
things.
initially, so I know
Yeah.
it's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things that we talk about quite a bit. Just Travis and I talk about this a lot off the podcast, and then just when we're out riding, about how much strength training. It's like cyclists, and I'm guilty. Cyclists have a tendency to avoid the weight room, and it's just easier to go, or it's more fun, I should say, to just go ride more. But it's like volume is not the answer all the time.
Right.
And so I was just curious, just hearing how like your training regimen is not, doesn't sound like it's focused on, oh, I have to go get 15 to 20 hours a week of cycling every week. No, it's like, I'm happy if I get a couple hours of cycling. I'm going to do all these other things and just get stronger and stronger. And it just seems like it's working pretty well for you. So I think it's just interesting to hear that, and like how much you think it crosses over. And so many people are just obsessed with volume. I'm one of them. You get obsessed with volume. So yeah.
I do love a long ride, though.
I know, right? Yeah.
No, yeah,
for sure.
Definitely riding the bike is the funnest part. And so like the more you can get out and ride it is super great. But I have found that like yourself, the more time I spend in the weight room, the less other issues I have to worry about off the bike.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So did you do open range this year, or I couldn't see the results on that one.
Oh yeah. I told Bobby not to worry about it. So initially I signed up because I wanted to try a new race that I've heard everyone talk about. And with the severe storms they were having, it didn't work out the way that I had hoped. But also I signed up for the shorter one. So I planned on dropping open range the whole time.
Okay.
And I decided to ride a geared bike because A, I was going to drop it, and B, I actually didn't know that Bobby was going to manually convert all the single speed times, even if there wasn't a category. I had no idea. So anyway, yeah, we figured that out at open range, but I showed up with my geared bike already. So
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I did do it. It's just that I didn't ride it single speed.
You answered one of the questions I was going to ask earlier, is about do you own a geared bike still? And so you do. So tell me about the differences, like just riding, and like any changes in like how you approach the ride. Do you see it as more or less fun, challenging? I'm just curious, like what are some of the differences? Because a lot of the
single speed is so much more fun.
All right.
You gave me the crazy shaking head thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's just wild because I think this year I've heard so many people say what you just said.
Yeah. And it's given me a little bit of pause of like, maybe I'm missing out.
I know.
I find myself looking at single speed bikes now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I feel this like slow conversion happening, and then like in the distance I hear the chant, "One of us."
Yeah, one of us. One of us.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I guess so you say it's way funner to ride the single speed. Then is it just because you don't have to think about shifting, or is it you don't have to think about anything, you just have to pedal? And you're just like, I'm just going to ride, and then whatever happens, or I just want to hear that part.
Internal, like you have to have this plan in your head of how you're approaching your whatever's in front of you, a uphill, a downhill, or whatever, because it's all on you. It's not about your bike.
Okay.
So you kind of take that factor out. And I think I really like just digging into being the best that I can be, and being on my single speed just makes it one less thing. Like you said, one less thing to worry about.
Yeah, it makes it easier to tap into that like zen or whatever you want to call it. With the reason why we ride bikes like that, we call it the suffering, but like don't get me wrong, the suffering is kind of like where you want to go, because that's where you find out like the most about yourself and all that stuff. And
is there bourbon and bacon there? Because that's where I want to go.
I mean, there can be.
I'm sorry, I just came back from a work trip to Louisville, so
bourbon is on his mind like all.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah, no, I get it now. I'm starting to see the appeal, Danny.
I know. I'm like, so what would it take to convert my bike?
I don't have to convert. I'm just gonna grab I'd be one of those like old crusty guys riding the steel frame single speed. I'm that age now. Yeah. So
I've actually converted my single speed into a geared bike before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds sacrilegious.
And you didn't get kicked out of the
I know,
single
that's
speed
what I'm
club?
like. This sounds like treason.
Yeah, they should have been burning steaks and stuff out in the front. You're like, she's not one of us anymore.
Did you hear what Sasha did to her bike?
Did you hear what she did?
Yeah.
But I actually really enjoyed it that way.
Yeah. So you mentioned you ride in. What's that?
Maybe it's just the frame.
As I say, it could be. I mean,
could be the frame.
I mean, it really could be, because I mean, there is something to the fact you've had a bike with the right geometry. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah, you just want to
never want to get off of it.
Right.
So. You mentioned you ride inside a lot. Do you do a lot of group rides as well, like safety and numbers kind of thing? Do you get out and do a lot of group rides, or is it primarily indoor?
I live in a very special place.
Yeah.
And we have group rides almost every day of the week.
Okay, nice.
So when I do ride, I ride in a group most of the time. That group might be 3-4 people, but it might be 30,
Right.
So but yeah, most of the time I'm going to be on a group ride. My husband also rides way more consistently than I do, and he'll always go with me. So
that's awesome.
Nice.
I have a built-in training partner.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm like asking all these questions around the edges. I'm like trying to figure out how you get by on the plan that you have. I'm like, man, there's a secret here somewhere. I'm
telling you, dude. It's that consistency and the single speed mindset. I think. Yeah. Does he ride single speed too, or does he ride geared bike?
He rides a geared bike.
Oh, all right. So then spill the beans.
Yeah. So then you're like, he has to go like, hey, you got to take it easy on me today. Or like,
now the question is, does he make you take polls, or do you like, you don't?
Oh my gosh. He said not to say anything mean about him.
Oh no, it's not mean.
It's not mean.
No, wait, here it is. All my Emporia people are going to laugh. My husband is known for letting everyone else pull the entire day. So he drafts. He's the professional drafter. But this year he's showing up this year. So
okay, good. He's turned his evil drafting ways. And
has he tried bacon and bourbon?
You're right.
Oh, I think he had the bacon. Or one of the two. So I think he did stop.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't pick on him too much.
Yeah, we won't pick on him too much. Yeah. No.
I got to stop
That's good.
with Cassie. She was handing out the bacon and the bourbon. So I was really there for her.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, there was no bacon or bourbon on our adventure ride.
If there was, I was.
Yeah, well, I was too glazed to see it.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, we were having a hard day that day.
Yeah.
We were deep into the pain cave for sure.
That's a long one.
All right.
So then we get to Rock Ridge, and how did you deal with that course and because you've ridden Unbound before, right? And I think you've done it on a tandem too, right, with your husband?
Rock Ridge, I don't think I've done on the tandem.
Okay, but you've done parts of Unbound on a tandem, right?
Yeah, we did go that route. Yeah,
okay.
And we did the 200 on our tandem. That's a really hard thing to do. The tandem.
I'm hearing a story. I'm hearing a story, and what you're saying. I got to hear this.
So I always tell I always tell the story. Every tandem, like married couple tandem that I've ever seen out there, there's usually a cooler on the front of the tandem, and that holds the beers. And basically, what they would say is like when times got rough, they would just pull over, crack open a beer, relax in the shade for a little bit, and then go and take off. So it wasn't like they were racing or whatever. The wife would tell me that, like, yeah, whenever we start picking on each other or things are getting a little hectic, we kind of pull over, have a beer, settle down, and then start riding again. So I was like, maybe that's the way you do it, because I know if it was me and my wife, we would not be.
Things would get ugly quick.
Yeah, things would get ugly quick.
Yeah.
So, good on you for doing a whole 200 miles.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't finish, but we have gone to like 190. So there you go.
So I mean, that's pretty close. I mean, that's pretty far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do learn to. I actually introductory story to the tandem thing. I actually started gravel cycling on the tandem bike.
Okay.
Nice.
So that was my way into the sport because I was too scared to actually attempt it on my own. So, so I asked if he could drag me along on that. And so, we got a tandem bike. And
nice.
As far as things that you learn, you just learn to just not talk. If you have a thought, you probably just shouldn't even say it.
Okay.
Advice, don't go there.
Don't go there. Nice. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably a way stronger woman than my wife, because I'm pretty sure she would be telling me all the thoughts, and I would just, and she'd just be hating me because I'd be singing songs and just not really paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture if one says to the other, have you thought about pedaling a little harder?
Right.
Yeah.
So
we ride so differently now that I've been doing single speed for a while. So it'll be interesting. We have Gravel Worlds coming up on the tandem, and we're gonna see how that works out.
All right. Have you gone through any training rides on the tandem lately, or are you guys just gonna rock up to Worlds and just go?
So we did Lunar. And that was our longest ride as of late on the tandem. And then, I mean, we're going to go out this weekend and hopefully get some miles in on that and be ready for it.
That'll be great. Yeah.
Nice. You know, just keep pedaling, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It.
That's all you got to do. Yeah.
Yeah. When you put it like that, how hard is this stuff?
Right.
So.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
But
all right, so Rock Ridge. We got a little sidetrack.
Right, you got a little sidetrack.
That's
so Rock Ridge. So I think when you guys were doing the tandem, they were doing the south route, and then so have you ridden any parts of the north route of Unbound?
On the tandem?
No, just on your single speed.
We were going. Oh, on the single speed, I've done, but not on a single speed. No. I do that that's our training. Yeah. During our training, we'll do that. But
I just do that on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I did it last Thursday. Wasn't a big deal. Just rode all the way up to Council Bluff or Council Grove and
didn't even think about what gear I had.
Yeah, just didn't really actually think
about it.
There's
a lot of trips to Madison.
Just went to Madison, just did all the roads.
Yeah, the road out of just go up Divide Road a few times.
Yeah,
up and down,
forward and backwards.
Yeah. So
yeah, so I mean, we go everywhere over here. So
yeah.
Sometimes when we're bored, we'll go through Little Egypt a couple of times.
Yeah, blindfolded, just to keep us honest.
Yeah.
No, but so you've definitely ridden that course before.
Yeah, and so I've done single speed. Actually, I did it on the south and the north. So now that I think about it, I've had 3 200s that I've done.
Okay. Nice.
So I've hit them all.
Okay, good. Did you make any? Are you just rolling with the tires that you already had since you knew it could just handle it, and you're just like, well, I'll just go with these?
So I do different tires for the 2 courses.
Okay.
The north and south, but I've been riding the same tires all year.
Yeah. What tires you run?
What tires you run?
I've been doing Vittoria Mezcal,
Okay, good tire.
the 44s.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems good. And then for the South Course, what do you do?
Pan Eraser. What is it? Or sorry, no, scratch that. Sorry, guys. The specialized
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder Pro.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, we love those tires.
Yeah, we love those
Yeah.
tires too.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Yes,
Good.
so.
Okay. So going into Rock Ridge was this is the fifth race of the 6 race series. Where are you starting to keep tabs on Megan and Taylor and stuff, and making sure that who's up the road and who's not up the road, or are you just kind of riding your own race and just going from there?
I truly just ride my own race. I have stopped really competing directly with people early on because I feel like that makes me too nervous and
Okay.
I won't perform well. So I kind of just, ease into a race and just, enjoy all the people around me while I have them there. Um, that's really what I like to do, is just kind of enjoy the moment, and that's what I do during my day. I enjoy the moment
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the interactions I have with people. So I I don't ever go out with a plan not to win,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Right.
because winning's fun, and
Yep.
yeah, I highly recommend it.
10 out of 10.
Right.
Yep. Would do it again for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if you're the type of person that keeps tabs on somebody, or if you're kind of like what Gabe was saying. He's like I just pace myself, and usually that makes me
People
end
will
up
come,
on.
people will go back.
Yeah, he's like I'll pass people,
Yeah.
people will pass me.
Right.
But he's like, I'm always just riding my own race, and at the end, he's like, I'm somehow on the podium.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I finished Rock Ridge and somebody said, "Oh, well, what place did you get?" I said, "I don't know."
Great question.
Yeah, good question. We should find out.
Yeah, should we go check? I don't know.
You're like, oh look, I won again.
You're like, oh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, I think there is like there's like the two schools of thought of, there's people that, mark people and play the game, and we heard from Michael, he's the overall points leader for the men's. They're in that group, they're playing games and playing chess and all this stuff. And it just seems like with you guys in the single speed, and maybe it is for the masters men too, of just riding your race and doing the best performance that you can do. And then that will, secure your position on the podium.
Right. Yeah. I think, I'm reflecting back on Solstice and how crazy of a day it ended up being, even from the very beginning. And if you go out in a race like that and push at the beginning, I saw so many of the leaders just like drop off at that race. And I decided not to go along with. I saw that everyone was going out rather quickly, and
it was
like,
a crazy
hot.
race. Yeah, it was a hot
and
race for sure.
I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm not doing. I know what I can and cannot do, and I'm like, I cannot do that, and then expect the win in our face here and for a very long time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I decided to pull back a little bit, not pull back on. I could have went faster, but I decided I'm going to pace myself and see how this goes, and we're going to have a good day, and it's going to be fun. And you know, I ended up passing, like I said, a lot of people that I was not expecting to see. Even people that were on the top side of the leaders, the overalls.
Yeah.
And and I think that pacing plan, like Gabe had talked about, it speaks volumes when situations like that arise, where if you pace yourself, you're eventually going to catch up. And
Right.
that's
Yep.
the nice thing that we can do. We can do that really well on a single speed.
Yeah, I
True.
think
Yeah.
you guys are probably far more skilled at that than any geared rider.
Yeah.
I think, having the gears kind of gets us into trouble. And we end up going a little too hard when you only have one. You're like, I have to push this, even though it feels easy right now. I have to push it when it's going to feel hard later.
That's right.
So,
well, there's no question that was the right strategy for that day too. I mean, just how hot it started to get as the day went on. You mentioned the wind that became a factor on the back half of that course, and there's no question a lot of us went out way too hard. Well, I know I went out way too hard.
I don't know. I don't remember if you heard our recap, but I was like questioning why Danny was at the front of a group when we were going out, and I was like, "What are you doing, man? We're not pulling here.
This is the wrong group.
We're not doing this. No. Save that for the end.
Yep.
I think so. I did Gravel Worlds 150 last year, and it was also a very warm day, and that ripped the Band-Aid off like doing really hot rides for me. We talked about the windy day from the previous Flint Hills gravel ride, and this last year's Gravel Worlds was like the tippy top of my heat training experience. And
I heard that was pretty hot. It was like almost 100 degrees or whatever.
Yeah, it became strategy as survival at that point.
Yeah.
And I learned a lot about myself and what I needed to do to really get through a hot day without burning all my matches. So, I've used past experiences to help me become a strategic rider. There you go.
Yeah. Good.
So maybe look ahead a little bit to Pony Express. So, I mean, it's not a total lock, right? There's still a chance that somebody could try to eke you out, right?
There would have to be
3 riders ahead?
There'd have to be 3 other single speed females that show up to this race, and they all have to come in front of you, and Megan has to win. Yeah, basically.
That's kind of what it looked like. So. So what's the approach? What's your plan? Just gonna keep doing what you've been doing for Pony?
Okay, so I have never done the long route.
I was just going to ask.
Okay.
I've never done it. But I have done the short route, the 75. Is that what?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I forget the names. Everybody has their own names, but I have done that, and I have actually won that on my single speed.
Okay.
So not just the single speed category, but the overall.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So then I've done a section of that. Last year, we decided to do the team relay.
Okay.
And the guys put me on the last part, which was the longest part. But I was fine with it. It's what we had to do. We had our kids with us, and they had activities in the morning for them, and which was fantastic. They absolutely loved it. But as parents, we had to tag team the kids along with the tag team of the bikes, and so I got the tail end of that race. So I've experienced the last part of it, right?
Okay.
So I think it'll be all right. I've really enjoyed riding in that kind of gravel. I feel like I've become more or less like an expert in this area of like the sandy pea type. I've become comfortable with it. Riding in Florida a little bit. It's something that, as you get more exposure, you become less afraid. And the more you become less afraid of something, the less like sudden jerks and things you'll do. That stuff's going to hurt you more than anything. So I think it'll be all right. Hopefully I finish on top, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think so. Yeah. As long as it's, a pretty decent day out there. I mean, you got like, it's everybody's going to be flying, so, but
it's
a long time. It's a long ride.
It's a long race. Yeah.
It is a long race.
Yeah.
So have you done many long rides on the single speed? Like just the 150 for Gravel Worlds, right? And then have you done a lot of long rides this year on the single speed, or are you trying to keep it like, 100 or less?
I don't do that on purpose. Keep it 100
Right.
or less.
Yeah, I mean, you have kids, you have family and all that other stuff. We get that. I have kids of my own too, so it's not like we can be out riding for 8 hours and be like, "Hey guys, I'm back." Like,
Yeah, we're hungry.
they're like, "Where have you been all day?"
Yeah.
We are very lucky to have a circle of people who take care of our kids for us. So as far as those long days, yeah, I mean, they miss us, but also we don't like to be away from them
Yeah,
that long
I'm the
on our
same way
weekends.
with my kids too. It's like when we're all together, I kind of like to be with them too, even though most of the time they're always like picking on each other and fighting, and it's kind of annoying. But for the most part, I do like my kids, regardless. Regardless of what they say or what they think I say about them. But yeah, I do like hanging out with them for the short time that they'll be, in the house or whatever. So
Yeah, this year's just been so busy for me. Also, I mean, I've changed jobs, so I've had times where I used to have more time to do longer training rides or longer races that we could go to, but I've changed jobs, and so I've kind of also, without wanting to miss out on family time, but also I don't want to miss out on some critical like time at the new job. So
right.
um, it's kind of just been a balance between all of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I love riding longer distances though. Like I said earlier, it's just one of those things that you don't get to do as often as you want.
Right. Exactly. When you have a family and stuff, it's again, my kids all understand that. Yeah, it's not unheard of for me to be gone for like 6 hours on a weekend, but it's not every weekend.
Right.
It's one weekend through the training cycle leading up to a big race or something like that I'll do that. It's like whereas some people who don't have kids or family, they're like 6 hours on a Saturday is the norm for them, and it's just like I can't do that. I have to do something else. So yeah, totally understand that. So, but yeah, so looking forward to next year, are you gonna do the Gravel Cup again if Bobby has it on? We haven't talked to Bobby yet, so we don't know. So
I think
I'm pretty sure he's going to put it on.
Yeah.
A unfinished business with the open range race.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Because of the rain out situation. Yeah. We only got a taste.
Yeah.
Which was enough for, I think, all of us. But
yeah. A lot of us were just like, thank you for changing the course.
Very happy.
I was very happy when
first
I was
we were like, wait, no. And then we were like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. Cause I was like, when I was talking to Eric the other day when he was on after open range and stuff, and we were I was just saying, like, thank you for just giving everybody a taste of what it was going to be like, because we all know how bad it would have been if we would have had to suffer through all of that.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, because all of those roads and that gravel is exactly like what we rode out on.
Yeah, those ranch roads have been miserable.
Yeah.
So the other thing we talked with Gabe about last week, we need to talk to Bobby quick, because if we're gonna get the championship belt going,
did you hear about that? Did you hear Gabe's? Yeah, so we're thinking little championship WWF style belt that you guys get to have.
Yeah, and like you should be wheeled up to the start line, like with the belt in tow, like just
above your head.
Yeah,
and
then we put it and then we put it in a box, and then stay safe
until the first rider crosses.
Yeah, until the first single speed comes across.
It's too good.
Yeah.
So you got to have a belt to defend. It's going to be, I think next year is going to be a lot of fun. I'm anxious to hear like what kind of tweaks, if any, he makes to it. Not that there need to be many tweaks, but there's always little changes that get made and stuff like this.
So,
but
I really enjoyed though all the races so far. I mean, I had a couple of new ones. The open range was new for me, and then the Mule Skinner race was new for me. And
how did you? Well, speaking of Mule Skinner, how did you find that on your single speed?
It was fun. I mean, I thought I had a good day actually. Both Megan and I had a good day.
Yeah.
So,
when you said fun there, that didn't sound as convincing as the fun before.
Yeah, the fun before. You're like, yeah, that was
you out
fun.
on the road. So, I mean, it's really relaxed at first. And then, but yeah, no, it's got some really tough climbs in it, obviously. But we talk about that internal motivation, and if I could just get my Garmin to stop telling me that there's a climb coming, that would be great. It kind of gives me a little anxiety.
You're like, shut up, Garmin. You're like, you're not telling me anything I don't know, man. I can see.
I can see it.
I can see it coming.
Yeah.
You don't have to update me.
Yes, I know it's 18%. I'm on it. It sucks.
Yeah. Get it.
But I was really happy with the results for us as single speeders that day, and I was so proud of us. We were actually very close to men's times, and we beat some men. And I thought we had a great day. And I attribute that to, hey, let's race. Let's go.
Yeah.
And, so it was good. I don't know if I'm going back, but I don't know.
Well,
that might be my sixth one I don't go to.
So then you're like, I'll do open range. That won't be the drop, but then Mule Skinner will be the drop.
Yeah.
But you know how it is, though. As it gets a little closer, you never know. Like,
then you're like, well, look, I wonder if I can beat my last time. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, what can I do? And so.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
But I guess the other part, too, is like, as you've experienced these new races, has it rekindled like the love for gravel in the area for you, or just seeing these other different types of gravel courses?
Yeah, I think it's definitely helped motivate me to really stay consistent with my training, whatever little training schedule I have, but it helps me stay consistent because I always have the next thing that I have to plan ahead for. And as we're winding things down, what's after that? And then we start adding other things after that. You think it's all over at that point, but no, there's other stuff happening. So, I mean, it's good for this local area to have a whole schedule of events similar to like the Lifetime series. I think it's good.
Yeah. That's what I think too. It's kind of like showcasing some of the best gravel here in this area, which is, where you would go for, for the gravel. Like if you're going to go skiing, you're not going to go to Vermont. You're going to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
If you want gravel, you're going to come to Kansas, Missouri,
I think,
Nebraska.
And I think here in the Midwest, one particular race sort of dominates the conversation around gravel. And it's like, but don't get me wrong, it's phenomenal. But if people get a chance to come out here and ride some of these other routes while they're here doing that event, they would have a whole different appreciation for what we have in this area of the country.
Yep.
It's amazing. So,
yeah, they're just like, oh, you just have that one route. It's like, oh no, we have multitudes, many, many, many routes that we can do. And I think that's what, people are kind of missing out on for sure. And that's what I really love about this series is that it's showcasing a lot of some of this good grassroots gravel. Yeah. So Cool. All right, you ready for some rapid fire?
Sure.
She's not even phased.
She's not.
She's like
the single speed.
I ride a single speed.
I ride a single speed. Whatever, dude. Bring it.
All right, we're gonna start off easy. So ChatGPT gives us these, and I gotta say, I was a little disappointed with what it did with Gabe last week. I felt like it let him off the hook.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure it's gonna be so easy this week, but we're gonna start off with this one is pretty easy. What's your favorite thing to say when someone asks, wait, you only have one gear?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. I was waiting for the rest of
And
it.
I like it.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd look down and be like, yeah, what do you got?
What do you got? Why am I on the front?
That's right.
I get that a lot, actually, and I should have a better answer, but I'm too tired most of the time to actually say much more, because it's usually when we're through a tough section and someone's like having a hard time, and then they see me next to them doing the same thing, and they're like, "What? You're on a single speed? Oh, I need to give you more credit." And
I'm just like, I'm just here to make this look easy.
Yeah.
yeah, doing a great job. You're doing a great job.
Only a couple more hills left. Don't worry about it.
As you're passing them.
As you're passing them up.
Yeah. You're nice work.
Nice work. Good job.
When I see that and I hear that, like that's happened to me, right?
Yeah.
And I've been passed by single speeders, both male and female, and when I'm on a geared bike getting passed, and I hear that, I'm just like, no. I'm not having. No, it's not.
No,
nice
I'm
job.
not having a great time. No, this is a horrible time. But thank you.
Thank you. All right. Here we go. If single speeders had a biker gang, what would your gang name be?
What the heck? Okay. I'm single and loving it.
Single and loving it. There you
Nice.
go. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one. What's your best trash talk line for a geared rider you just passed?
Trash talk for a single speed?
Don't tell me you don't trash talk, because I'm
Right,
sure I don't buy that.
Yeah, I don't buy it at all.
No, I'm just out here having fun.
I'm just out here. You're like, this hill's kind of a bitch, isn't it? Grind past him.
28 cadence.
Yeah, 28 cadence just going.
I'm gonna blame it on Bobby most of the time.
Yeah.
You know.
You're just like, thanks, Bobby.
Right?
As you're passing everybody.
Bobby. I'm going to tell you about this later.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too good.
Which I did after Rock Ridge. I was like, that was so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That was a really hard day.
That was a hard day.
Yeah. It's funny because in the materials online, he's like, you're going to be glad when this 72 miles is done. And I'm like, he's right. I was glad when it was done. So, all right. So which breaks first? Your legs or your competition's ego?
I'm going to say my competition's ego.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Do you think greatness is talent, stubbornness, or just showing up more than everyone else?
Stubbornness.
Yeah. I know.
We're
all stubborn.
Yeah, we're all pretty stubborn.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome to the family, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. What's the mental edge that single speed gives you over everyone else?
I will never not finish something. If I had it my way, I would never, ever not finish something.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
That seems to be a theme for single speeders.
Never
for sure.
quit.
Never quit.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's your definition of suffering well?
I love suffering. My definition of suffering well.
4.5
probably
hours
like,
of intervals.
Yeah.
4.5 hours of intervals.
Feeling like I'm going to pass out at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think that's, I was trying to explain that to somebody too, is like, when people always like, you see the end of a finish line and like these cyclists are like falling over and then laying down on the ground. And I'm like, that's how you want to finish.
Right.
Like you poured everything you have into that finish line and there's nothing else you could have given. And so you're just completely tapped, 1 foot after the line. Like it was like you were done.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that.
Is your biggest rival the course, the weather, or geared rider's pride?
I love C. That's so great.
Yeah.
My biggest rival is not the weather because I don't care about it.
Nice.
I'm gonna say C.
I will break you.
Yeah.
I can't take life too seriously, so C.
You know, there's this little joke that Travis and I have. So on days when I'm feeling really good, which is few and far between, unfortunately, but the days that I feel really good, we joke about like the soul harvester is out, just like just sweeping up the souls,
sweeping up all the souls that are out there,
just passing everybody and just sweeping up the souls. And I'm just sitting here thinking like, doing that on a single speed has got to be extremely gratifying.
Oh, I bet.
like don't get me wrong. I mean, we all have the like, great job. Everybody's out there for their own thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're also looking for your own motivation sometimes too.
Yep. And sometimes you're just like, oh,
yeah,
I got that guy. Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, at the 200-mile race this year, I kind of got down on myself because I wasn't performing where I wanted to be. Granted, I had a lot less training this year. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But I had to remember that all these other people have years and I don't. And I'm finishing right with them. So, you know, I had to, it took some time to get over that. But that helped.
Yeah.
But it's really funny you say that because that's a theme that we're hearing. Like we've heard from multiple single speeders now. Like I don't see single speed as like a deficiency or a weakness. It's not like it's not a disadvantage, I think was the word. And it's like, I think once you get over that, once you get into that mentality where it's like, I'm not at a disadvantage because of this. Like I'm choosing to do this and it's making me stronger and I'm just going to I'm going to win now. Like I think that's why I'm convinced I need a single speed. But anyway.
That's why we'll be getting some single speeds in the winter.
It does make you stronger though.
Right, for sure. All right, one more because we're going to let you off the hook here. But this is a good one. I like this question a lot. Go back and listen. I've been asking this kind of question a lot. If you could tell your rookie self one thing, what would it be?
Don't worry about everybody else.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. That's a good one. I could write a book on all these. There's some good advice in here.
Yeah, there's some really good advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep. Just do your own thing, man. And just do what you like to do and just ride the bike that you think's the prettiest and you just do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. I mean, I'm all for that for sure. So
yeah.
Good.
Sweet. Anything else that you want to tell anybody? Any put you on the spot here. Any important shout outs or important causes you want to talk about?
No, I mean, you know, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's organized this whole Gravel Cup series. I think it's been really something fun to chase and a great experience for all those trying to, you know, check off everyone. And next year, if it's the same set of races, I mean, I think it'll be really fun to see how you do compare from year to year with each event. So it's got that going for it.
You got that right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and thank you, Sasha, for your time and coming on and telling us all about your crazy single speed and all that other stuff, and convincing us to maybe pick one of these single speeds up in the wintertime. But super great, and you know, and best of luck at Pony Express, and best of luck at Gravel Worlds. We'll be looking for you.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please, if you like what we are doing here, leave a like, rate us, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. It really helps us grow and finds us more SufferSooner squad mates. And remember, when the finish line feels impossibly far away, we don't give up, we push harder, we dig deeper, and we find solace in the knowledge that our suffering is temporary and our resilience is forever.